Thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folani. Okay, our guest this morning is Honorable Ismail Gadaka. He's a former member of the House of Representatives, representing Fika Fune Federal Constituency in Yobe State. So thank you very much. He's also Secretary, Contact and Mobilization of the, now, shall we say, dissolved Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council. A fine morning to you, Honorable.
Morning, how are you?
Yes, good morning. Okay, let's have this conversation on the battle. I don't know, that's how they put it in the press. The battle for the position of speakership of the House of Representatives. Okay, your party has zoned the office, just as they've zoned National Assembly offices. But give me your take, because some party members are not happy with the zoning. So what would be your situation? Are you happy with the way, how the party has zoned it, or do you see it differently?
No, I'm not happy with the way how the party have done. I'm not happy how the party have done the zoning. I'm not abass, and I'm not against the party zoning the leadership of the National Assembly, but it has to be done correctly. It has to be done with consultation. It is expected that when party want to zone, they should be able to call the attention of all the aspirants, both in the Senate and in the House, so that aspirants will sit down, so the party will look at it critically and choose the one that can lead the party in both the Senate and the House. By doing so, no member will go against the party decision. But when things are done unilaterally, and even the members of the NWC, some of them were not even contacted, talk less of even. So you can imagine for a party to have a leadership in the National Assembly that was not being carried alone. Members are not being carried alone. What I mean members, those aspiring for the position of the Senate President and for the position of the speakership were not carried alone. So the party just came out overnight that we have zoned this. And if you look at the zoning formula, if you look at the zoning issue, in the Senate, well, I can say there is no call, but in the House, when you look at in the Senate, the party zoned the Senate President to the South, and the Deputy Senate President to the Northwest. And you imagine a party can look at already Northwest has a Deputy Senate President, and they are zoning the speakership to the Northwest. So you can see that way it's against the federal character principles of fair sharing, equity.
Okay.
Indeed, that's all what members are looking at, and any loyal party member is looking at it differently, like myself. Thank you.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, thank you, Honorable. Indeed, this point that you are making has consistently been brought up. There's also been some notion that the party probably needs to take another look at that. Why would the Northwest have, two of the four key positions in the top key positions in the National Assembly? But before we continue, Honorable, let me play this report on the subject matter, and then let's continue our conversation after this.
The coast is getting clearer for Tajuddin Abbas and Benjamin Kalu to clinch the coveted seats of Mr. Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives. The Joint Tax Forum, an assembly of members-elect across party lines, meets to further strategize on delivering the party's choice as the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly draws near. Solidarity comes from the President of the Senate hopeful, Godswill Akpabio.
My late mother told me that I should be aware of the 3 G's. The first G is God Almighty. The second G is what? The God. And the third one is what? The government. May you conduct your affairs mindful of the admonition of my late mother by respecting the 3 G's.
It's the first time Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila will be talking publicly on his decision to pitch tents with Tajudeen Abbas. He describes Tajudeen Abbas as a man with tremendous capacity to lead the parliament.
One of the reasons why Northwest wanted vice president. The president-elect decided to go to the Northeast. So the least he could do was to compensate them with the speakership in terms of what they bring to the table. It's as simple as that.
I am here to put on the record that not just from today, that right from day one, when the NWC, the National Working Committee of my party, put it on the table, that they have come up with a zoning arrangement. As from that date and day, I therefore called my bid to contest for the speakership of the 10th House of Representatives off.
Tajudeen Abbas and Benjamin Kalu appreciate support received thus far. Their pledge is that they will not let their colleagues down.
We put our interest, what we are supposed to take home, by the end of that particular year, we were given only 30% of what was put in the budget.
As Parliament, to give to Nigeria what is the best. It is not about any party. So today, I join my colleagues to assure you that this is your home, a home where we will bet leaders.
Halazana Dodogwa's backing out of the race may have created a crack in the rank of the 7 aspirants known as G7. More aspirants are expected to toe the party's line in days ahead as members-elect count down to the proclamation and inauguration of the 10th National Assembly. Jokeatsa, TVC News, Abuja.
Okay, then. So, in case you just joined us in the middle of that report, our guest is Honorable Ismail Gadaka, who is a former member of the House of Representatives and a party member. Okay, so Honorable Ismail Gadaka, you saw on that clip the explanation that it was not really an error, it was in the interest of fairness and equity. So this coming, you had just expressed that. How does anybody do the kind of thing that your party has done? That is not consult with people, which is what you said. But, maybe you want to take it from that report and Honorable Speaker Gbajabiamila commenting.
Thank you. I heard what my speaker just said. Speaker Gbajabiamila is the product of consultation for him to become a speaker. If you could recall, Gbajabiamila led the campaign in the opposition while we were in the 7th Assembly, led the opposition for Tambuwal to emerge as speaker. And that time, in the 7th Assembly, that time when Baja was among the leading minority caucus in the House, we all rallied behind him because I came under the ANPP, the then ANPP, the proscribed ANPP that formed the APC. So all that time when their party have zoned it to Mulikat, while the House, our members decided that we need Tambuwal. And it was done with consultation. All those aspirants that at that time that wanted to contest, they all joined Tambuwal. And at the end of the day, when it comes to the election on the floor, we won. And look at the antecedents of what happened in 2015 when we are holding the 8th Assembly. When we came into 8th Assembly, our party anointed Gbajabiamila. But even his anointment, it was a consultation. It was a consultation that we had. All aspirants were consulted and we all put our basket together. But along the line, something happened when we were called at the ICC. Before we come, already there was under tune dealing that before we come, election have already taken place in the Senate. while our people are already at the ICC. And that was how Baja lost that time, not that because we don't have the number.